We come to you from downtown Los Angeles and the Sacramento Kings begin the game with the basketball. Walker to Barnes. From the outside, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Over to the right side, has a look. A shot, no good there for Kuzma. It's Sacramento ball. Kyle Kuzma snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And the rebound comes to Kuzma. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Walker with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Give it to him. Kemba Walker missed his first. That one goes.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
The pass stolen by Sacramento.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
To number 3, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 2 of 4 now.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Walker. Oh, that's how it's done.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
To James. The pass taken away by the Kings. Into the front court, it's Walker. Up 5. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Willie Cauley-Stein with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Off the mark.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Kings with the ball. Bagley to Kemba Walker. Lobs it up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Barnes goes to the left side. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Kings. Buddy Hield. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
To number 15, Kemba Walker. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Walker into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Harrison Barnes. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
I got ball. That's me.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Knocks it down off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ball with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Nice pass to set things up.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Harrison Barnes powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
James. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Marvin Bagley at the line. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Los Angeles, they have it. Gets a look, can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Another chance. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Count the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Lead is 12. Nerlens Noel sends it away. Barnes. Harrison Barnes buries it. They defended it well, but Barnes, too much.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Sacramento ball. Barnes to Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
The pass stolen by Sacramento. Knocked loose. Willie Cauley-Stein with the block. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Changes coming from both sides right now. Willie Cauley-Stein. Huge block. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
De'Aaron Fox. Paulie Stein shot misses. Lakers at the controls right now.
Here we go.
To Josh Hart. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. The drive right to the basket. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
Beyond the arc for three. Won't go down. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And you have to remember that the Kings finished 30th last year in the league in scoring. One of only 2 teams that averaged under 100 points.
Down for McGee. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit them where it hurts.
Into the front court. It's Fox. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Knocked loose. Lakers ball. And the rebound corralled by Fox.
My ball.
To Bagley. And the basket good at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throws good. A three-point play, and the lead back down to 12. Fox into the front court. He'll run the offense. Barnes to Fox. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. From the painted area, won't go down. From 18 feet, at the buzzer, 1 quarter down. The Kings dominating so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we...
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Ball into the front court. Down a bundle from long range. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. To Ball. Here comes the screen. Can't connect from inside. Rudy Gay to Kemba Walker. And he finishes at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Walker. Oh, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Walker had made his first couple, but he misses there. Kings have the basketball. To Kemba Walker. Fires the three. Hey, Kemba Walker. Muscle memory put to good use there.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Walker. Buddy Hield. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And count the basket inside.
And when a player's running at you full speed and he takes those steps, there's no way you can defend it.
Walker with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Hield. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ah, someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And count the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
It's the Kings now with the ball. Nerlens Noel swats it. That's his third block this evening. For three,
blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys hold a commanding lead. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Buddy Hield.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 51. 2 minutes remaining in the second.
Has a look. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Rudy Gay. To Kemba Walker. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Kemba Walker, guarded by Nerlens Noel. Trying to cash in, and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Walker. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end, and the Kings right now feeling good.
Fellas, back to you.
Nice finish at the rim.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel.
All right, let's do this.
Down the middle, 4-2.
Old school equals high percentage.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. De'Aaron Fox. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Willie Cauley-Stein tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Willie Cauley-Stein at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Whoops, that won't go. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Finish that. Has a chance. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Bagley to Hield.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Can't connect.
I got ball, it's all me. Here I come, here I come.
Nice pass to get things going.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
The shot almost. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Down to Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein powers it through.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
I got help, I got your help.
To Josh Hart. 4-3. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Hield. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Buddy Hield. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It's Sacramento ball to Bagley. The Kings now with 4 to shoot.
1 minute remaining.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Time to shuffle things up. Out of...
Substitutions, Sacramento. Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 3.
Walker buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
And breaks it up. Long heave from 3/4 court. Quarter comes to an end. The Kings dominating so far. The Kings have the basketball as we beat.
Come on, y'all, let's go get it. It's on us.
Substitutions, Sacramento.
Hey, check out.
Subbing in for Lakers, number 3.
De'Aaron Fox. To Rudy Gay. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot.
Hey, left.
Fires the 3. Rudy Gay up to the challenge. Hits the 3.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Fox with it. He'll run the offense. To Rudy Gay. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Josh Hart. Gets to the basket and scores.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
Driving right to the basket. Not going to have it this time.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Brandon Ingram rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the...
Substitutions, Sacramento. Subbing in for Los Angeles Lakers, number 3.
Walker. Count the basket at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Barnes to Walker. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First one, count it.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down.
Shot, bro.
On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.